Good afternoon, everyone. How you doing? I'm doing great. Gorgeous day out. So today we're starting off the day. We're gonna help my buddy Benny. A lot of you guys might recognize Benny because he's been in a lot of my videos like randomly. He has a Kouki S14, gorgeous car. He's a great drifter, awesome dude, and he has a turboed KA, and he blew it up a couple weeks ago, and he's trying to get it ready for this weekend because this weekend is a big drift event. So he needs a hand kind of buttoning everything up and getting the tune ready, because right now he actually put bigger injectors in a bigger turbo, so he needs the tune kind of corrected for that stuff, and that's where I come in, and I'm feeling confident enough to be able to do that. Only thing is he has AM V1, which is like really old, and so it's gonna be a little tricky, but I can figure it out. So let's go help out Benny. We'll run a few things with the AM and go from there. Baby Shrew. Oh, Shrew. We're called Grumpy. Come here, smell me. You know who I am. You know who I am. Ooh, she's back together, boy.
Hell yeah.
Why are you so many KAs out right?
So that one is blown. You didn't see the hole through it?
Oh, can you see it?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Hold on, I got you.
That is amazing.
I think I'm just gonna put it back in and it should be running.
You should be good, dude. Throw some Lucas in there, you'll be straight. Dude, that is unreal. That's what happens when you run out of oil.
Okay, alright, look. A reason. Okay.
Oh, there you go.
So it was right on the top of it, like.
Do you have an oil pressure sensor now?
No.
Alright, add that to the list. Me and Benny has some tea, and now we're ready to work, right?
Yes, sir.
So one thing we got to add before we put it all together is Benny added an intake air temperature sensor, which helps correct the AFRs at different temperatures. Since we're not using the MAF sensor, I figured it'd be best to use those wires since they're already in the harness and they're already shielded, which is sick because this car's on speed density and it's going to stay on speed density. So I took the wires that go to the MAF, repinned them to the intake air temperature spot. Now we get to use these wires for our intake air temp. So we're gonna pin these up real quick and just go right here. Let there be intake air temp. Good now?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so Benny just got it back together. So when you put a car back together, obviously there's a million little things that you always forget. There's a lot of stuff to put a car together. So intake air temperatures, what'd you forget?
So the oxygen sensor underneath, it's like just like hanging, like dangling there.
Okay, we'll get to that. But besides that, we just regapped this plug because Benny forgot about that. We got the intake air temperature sensor in, added another ground, fixed the vacuum lines, and I think we're ready to plug the AM in. So we're gonna start off on, so Benny has 370 injectors right here from an SR. He's kind of at the edge of his duty cycle on the injectors, so we got 550cc injectors we're gonna throw in, and that's what we're basically doing today, is scaling the whole map up for those. Make sure the car is running well on the 370s, and then we're gonna switch over to the 550s and try and clean up for there. We're finally almost ready to connect to this damn thing, and my computer refuses to recognize the ECU and download the drivers for it, so. 3 laptops, and about an hour later, we finally get to connect. It's really pathetic. So the whole problem was we did not have the right driver. We could not figure it out. Comes to find out, it was just stupid like USB extension cord that has been holding us up this whole time. Not get this to work, so we took it out and now it's working fine. So Benny, throw that thing away. Since this is the first time really starting the car cold, we're playing with the warm-up enrichment. And what this does is it basically adds a little bit more fuel to the car as it's warming up. It's kind of going through it, it's pretty easy going from there. The only weird thing about the AM V1 is the fact that all the fueling is done in pulse width. Now pulse width is basically the length of time that the injectors are held open for. So they're held open longer, gives more fuel, shorter, less fuel. Still different than what I'm used to, but it's an easy concept, so we're gonna figure it out, but we'll get it. Alright, before you waste any bit of time, you can cut it, Benny. I've learned my lesson already. Always check the base timing of the engine, make sure that is set up correctly, because if that's off, then everything else can be off. And timing is probably the most important thing to keep track of, because poor timing will blow an engine up first before anything else. So just grab the voltmeter and grab my timing light. But so we're gonna check the timing before I mess up with it anymore, and then go from there. So the ignition timing ended up being pretty good, which is awesome. That's good news, good peace of mind. Now we got it idling clean on the stock injectors, and we're gonna throw in the new bigger injectors. Now, Benny's timing map is set up pretty safe. Most likely because he was running out of injector as there were 370s, so now he's putting in the 550s, so we can add a little bit of timing to and pick up some power.
Yes, sir.
So these are STI side feed injectors. I think an 04 for some reason. They came with side feeds versus top feeds, and these fit in 240 rails. Basically any 90s Nissan rail is a side feed. So these fit right in. All we have to do is change the pigtail on them. We should be all set. All right, we're just gonna take the factory injector plug and STI injectors run a different plug right here, so we actually have to wire these in. This kills me every time. Actually, I don't care. And dude, this is some tedious ass work trying to solder this in the car. Solder. I got scolded for that before. Solder.
Solder.
It's solder.
It's American. Soldered. Yeah. Soldered. You just say solder.
Look at this technique right now. Don't be scared. Hey, that's Come on, let it eat. All right, we're good. We're good. Quit feeding it. All right. Oh, no, we're good. We're good. We're good. No. Oh, that's textbook. Look at that thing. Let's just tape these up for now. Come on, get this thing. Look at that. Brand new STI conversion. It's nothing.
What if it just breaks?
All right, let's see if she runs.
Yeah, we gotta charge this car first.
It's a diesel, right? We gotta warm it up. Fuel pump. You put the fuel pump fuse back in?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, hold up. I'm gonna go check something. Guys, so it's exactly what we expected. So the injector pigtails, which are basically the connector that goes onto the injector, they only fit on upside down. We didn't notice they were upside down because they only fit one way. The polarity injectors are switched around, which is causing them not to open. So what we're gonna be doing is I'm just gonna depin every single one and just flip them over. Whatever. Come on, come on, come on. There we go. 1, 2. Move it over. All right, we're done. We're good. Let's go. Try and start her up, Benny boy. Hopefully it works. I'm gonna play with the fuel settings and see if we're getting out enough or too much, and then come back to you guys. That was a big waste of time. That was a dumb move, I guess, on my part, but literally the terminals on the injectors just hover right above the actual ones because of the way the pigtail sits. So these are completely wrong pigtails. So we're gonna have to repin and cut these things up.
My bad.
I got it. Shut it off for me. Shut it off.
What was it? What did you do?
Dude, that idled mint, didn't it?
It was like 12.5.
Yeah, and that was a cold start.
Yeah, that's perfect. What did you do?
I'm not happy about it, but it works. I bent the terminals on the injectors slightly down, so when it gets to the holes where they're supposed to go in the pigtail, it kind of forces it into the pigtail up in it, right. And it works. And it forces the pigtails to be nice and tight. So that started up mint.
Yeah.
And that idled mint.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna order some now. Like,
yeah, some right pigtails. Right, perfect.
Yeah.
So, all right. So now we can get to the point that we meant to in the very beginning, and that is to road tune this car, get these injectors all set up, and be good from there. Now, Benny did get his car dyno tuned, so it came out great. But dyno tune, unfortunately, really just focuses more on all wide open throttle pulls. And now we can really clean up the street ability of the car because Benny does like to street his car. So we're gonna go through all the gears, cruise around town, correct everything we have to on the map real time. We should be all straight. We'll get this thing running mint. Think we're gonna do great? Yeah, I think we're gonna do great. Thank God for the hole in Benny's cage. Look at my head fits. It's the only way I fit in the car. If Benny comes to a quick stop, I might get knocked the hell out. I need a bucket seat. So I'm about to go out. Benny can't find his damn registration anywhere, but I apologize in advance for the poor filming right now because I forgot my suction cup mount for the camera. Good?
We Gucci.
You found it?
No.
Okay, cool. Hopefully she starts. Let's see. Let's go.
That one's quick.
That's good. See that throttle response?
You want me to just like grab it?
Yeah, just a little bit. Okay, we gotta fix that. Alright, so we're going through it. The injectors are being a little funky. They're kind of jumping around a little more than I thought they would, but we're starting off really rich and working our way there because I'm not trying to start lean and work myself rich. So, Benny's car is falling apart, I think.
Oh my God, it's because, I don't know.
I think something's loose, homie.
Yeah.
I'd say do a pull, but I'm scared to die.
You want to do a pull?
Do like an ease into a pull. Alright. AFRs work. They were not clean, but they were safe. That's the start. That felt pretty good. Woo! That's sketchy. Those are good AFRs.
Yeah,
that was good. That was a good pull. We gotta reevaluate everything.
Every time it hits this side of the road, like this wheel on the left, it's like shakes like crazy.
Yeah. Alright, so that was like partially successful. I was kind of hoping to show you guys going through the fuel map a little bit, but the car got sketchy.
Yeah, my bad.
We were able to like putt around town, which I was able to do a lot of the drivability stuff. We were messing with the throttle enrichment a lot at first. All I have to say is your car tends to run lean as soon as you give it throttle. So they have this thing called throttle enrichment where you could actually up your injectors from right when you actuate the TPS, so it actually counteracts that lean feel, so you get better throttle response. So cool.
Better now.
Yeah. Yeah, you want to see the culprit?
Okay, look at this.
Let me see the light right here. It's right here.
Look at that.
Oh, that's awesome, Benny.
Like they're just like spinning. Oh my god.
Explains that when we hit a bump, the whole suspension went out of whack.
One side though.
That side's not loose?
No.
I thought that side would be looser.
I think it's just because it's from like full lock.
It's because you've been dirt dropping too much, Benny.
Yeah. That sucks, man.
I think I'm feeling confident. I don't know, are you?
Yeah, pretty good.
We'll find out. That was bad. This is something you should always do before you take a car for a drive. Check your lug nuts, boys.
It's so awful.
You can noticeably feel it?
Yeah.
Oh my god. That's so bad. It's somewhat fixed.
Yeah, I think it's because of the wheel, maybe.
I don't know. I think you might have a bad ball. Your ball joint wasn't loose, but it's acting like a bad ball joint. Benny's informing me that his wheel is bent, so that could definitely do a big part of it.
Right.
The wheel is so bad. I literally don't even want to film it because it's that bad. But we're at Chick-fil-A, so
It's a great day. Gotta be the wheel. I'm gonna go home, make sure every bolt is tight.
every single bolt.
Every single bolt is tight because,
Dude, it honestly,
shakes.
I honestly don't think it's a wheel. I think it's your ball joint or something, because that's really bad.
That's bad.
Yeah. Hey, at least she's pretty. I would do anything to put a GoPro looking at that front wheel, dude. It's so violent. If any of you have driven like an old Ford down the highway like 80 and hit a bump, that's what it feels like going 20. Dude, this thing's so pretty, man. I love this kit. I love this color. I love these wheels. Love S14s. So my computer died. So I'm gonna sit back, enjoy the ride, try not to get knocked out from the cage, and hopefully not drive off the road.
Oh, there it is. Dude, I told you, that's the wheel. That's the wheel. Once it hit the rhythm, like once it loses the rhythm, it just goes. It's like goes.
The pull is good though.
Yeah, pull is fucking perfect.
She hits.
Hell yeah. It's so awesome.
All right, Benny. So I'd consider this a pretty successful day.
Hell yeah.
So street tune went pretty good. AFR's and pretty much clean.
Yeah.
Clean enough. Warm-up's good. Drivability's good.
Yep.
Now you just got to work on the chassis.
Yeah. Hopefully it'll be better. I think it's the wheel. Come on.
Yeah. It's
think
bad,
it's the
dude.
wheel. It's
I'm gonna leave you to it. Good luck.
All right. I'll make sure it's good next time.
Perfect.
Or tomorrow.
Possibly tomorrow. We'll find out. Maybe we'll dyno tune it tomorrow. That'd be cool because there's plenty of room for power in this thing. That'd be fun. So
500.
maybe
Psych.
500. Okay. We'll go back to the shop. See you guys soon.